Hello, my dear students. Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to start the new chapter, that is trigonometry. Trigonometry. Try mean 3. Try mean 3. And metry mean measurement. Measurement of three-sided diagram. And you know the three-sided diagram is triangle. In this chapter, first of all, we will discuss about the trigonometric ratios. We will discuss about the trigonometric ratios. For that thing, we should familiar with the right angle triangle. As with respect to angle, three types of triangles are there: acute angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle, and right angle triangle. Right angle triangle in which one angle will be of 90 degree. One other angle should be there, that we can say angle theta or angle A or angle B. Angle theta here I am representing with angle theta. Suppose vertices are here A, B, and C. This is triangle ABC. In this triangle, in between right angle and the given angle, this side is the adjacent side. Adjacent side. With A also we can represent A, or adjacent side, or base also we can say, base of the triangle mean B. Opposite to opposite to this given angle, angle theta, that is perpendicular, or opposite side. We can say opposite side. Opposite sides can represent with O, or perpendicular. Perpendicular or P. And opposite to the right angle, that is hypotenuse. That is hypotenuse, and we are presenting with H. The first trigonometric ratio is sine, then cos, and then tangent. Further three trigonometric ratios are there, but first of all you have to learn these three, because those are the reciprocal of these three. These are the basic. With these trigonometric ratios, we need to use the angle, that is the given angle, angle theta. Here then will be sine theta, then cos theta, and here will be tan theta. You know about the ratio. Ratio is the relation between two quantities. Here we will take the relation between two sides of the triangle. Which two sides, a relation of two sides of triangle, right angle triangle, represents this sine theta. Sine theta is opposite divided by hypotenuse, or divided by h, or perpendicular divided by hypotenuse. You can say P divided by h also. Cos is adjacent divided by hypotenuse, A divided by h, or base divided by hypotenuse also. And tangent is opposite side divided by adjacent side, O divided by A, or perpendicular over base, E divided by B. Sine has trigonometric ratios: opposite divided by hypotenuse, cos is having adjacent by hypotenuse, and tangent is having opposite divided by adjacent. Now after that, this theta is the angle. Theta is the angle, and angle will have some measures. Okay, about those measurements we will discuss here. As you know, in two-dimensional plane, XY axis, the first quadrant is from 0 to 90 degree. 0 to 90 degree. In this quadrant, some special angles are there. Those will be 30, 60, 45, 60, and 90. These special angle values we can get exactly, we can get from this right angle triangle also, mean as in your book table is there with the help of table, and all the values, each and every value we can get with the help of calculator. Here first of all we will discuss about special angle values. From this table it will be clear to you. Here is angle theta, and here will be value of sine, then value of cos, then value of tan we need to write. And angle theta, special angles here only we will write from the first quadrant: 0 degree, 30 degree, 45, 60 and 90 degree. To find value of sine, cos and tan, we will do only 3 steps. The first step is here from 0 to 90 degree, we will write counting from 0 to 4. 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is the first step. The second step is throughout divided by 4. Throughout divided by 4. This divided by 4, this divided by 4. Then third and the last step is we will take square root throughout. Throughout we are taking square root of this, square root of this, square root of this. Then we can get this table easily. We can fill the table easily. You know, 0 divided by 4 is 0. 0 square root 0 we will write here. Then 1 square root is 1. 4 square outside the square root will be 2. 2 by 4 is 1 by 2. 1 outside the square root is 1, and 2 we will write inside the square root, because outside the square root it will be in decimal. This 3 will be inside the square root, and 4 outside the square root will be 2. 4 by 4 is 1. 1 square root will be equal to 1. In first quadrant, or in each quadrant, value of sine and value of cosine are reversed to each other. As value of sine starts from 0 to 90, then the same value of cos will from 90 to 0. As value of sine 0 is same as value of cos 90. Our value of cos 0 is same as value of sine 90. In the same way, when we will go 10 degree up from 0, 10 degree forward, and from 90 we will come 10 degree backward. On these two angles, we will have the same value of sine and cosine. As at sine 10 degree and at cos 80 degree, sine and cosine is having same value. In the same way, it will be at 45 in the middle, both value will be same. Okay, from 0 we will go 45, and from 90 we will come back 45. Okay, that will be 40. At 45 also will be same. Simply value of sine and value of cos, value of cosine are reversed to each other in each quadrant. Then as this from 0 to 90, value of sine we are already having here. In reverse order, we will write all these values. We can get the value of cosine. Last value will be here the first value. Second last will be the second. Square root 3 by 2 here will be the second. Then 1 by square root 2. Then 1 by 2. Second will be here the second last. And first value will be last value in cosine. You can see here at 45 both value are same. Here I told you at 45 both value will be same. In table also you can check. You know about a tangent, that is the ratio of sine and cosine. Tan theta will be equal to sine theta divided by cos theta. Tan is the ratio of sine and cosine. Sine theta divided by cos theta. Then what will be the value of tangent? Value of sine divided by value of cos will be value of tan. Here you will see at 0, sine 0, 0, cos 0 is 1. Then we will divide these two values. 0 divided by 1 is 0. Then tan will be 0. The next two value at 30 we will divide. Then 1 by 2 divided by square root 3 by 2. 2 can cancel and 1 by square root 3 will be there. Then after that both value are same. When we will divide, cancelled, here will be 1. Then square root 3 by 2 and 1 by 2. 2 cancel with each other. Square root 3 divided by 1 will be square root 3. And at the end, 1 divided by 0. 1 by 0 is infinity. Anything divided by 0 will be infinity. You know this thing. This is the table. You can get easily these values in the first quadrant. Okay. For second quadrant, for third and the fourth quadrant, how you will find all those values, that method also here I'm telling you. In first quadrant, all the values we are representing with theta. Okay, as theta 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. Suppose there is angle in second quadrant. Okay, in second quadrant, then how we will find the value? Okay, in second quadrant we will get 180 minus theta. Okay, if theta value of theta will be there, then 180 minus theta we can get for the second quadrant. For third quadrant it will be 180 plus theta, and for the fourth quadrant will be 360 minus theta. Okay, if it will be in the form of radian or pi, then you can write here at the place of 180 pi minus theta, here will be pi plus theta, and here will be 360 mean 2 pi minus theta. In this way you can get other quadrants values. Okay, after that, in with these values, plus minus sign will be there, as sine 30 is 1 by 2. In second quadrant, 180 minus 30 will be 150. Okay, sine 150 is having same value. In third quadrant, 180 plus 30, that will be 210. 210 is having same value, but with the opposite sign. Okay, how we will place that sign? I'm telling you that one. In the fourth quadrant, 360 minus theta. Theta we have taken 30. 360 minus 30 will be 330, and 330 also having the same value. Value of sine 30, sine 150, 210, and 330 will be same, but with the opposite sign. Okay, how opposite sign? Mean plus minus. Opposite sign mean plus minus sign. Okay, sine 30 is 1 by 2. Sine 150 is again 1 by 2. Sine 210 is minus 1 by 2, and sine 330 also minus 1 by 2. How we are writing this plus minus? In all four quadrants, in first quadrant, all angle means sine, cos, tan are positive. Okay. In second quadrant, only sine is positive, cos and tan are negative. Okay. In third quadrant, only tan is positive, sine and cos are negative. And in fourth quadrant, only cos is positive, sine and tan are negative. Okay, in this way you can find these values, as here sine 30 and 150 in first two quadrant is positive. You can check here, sine in first quadrant all positive, it means sine also positive. In second quadrant, sine also positive. Okay, in first two quadrant I have taken positive value, in third and fourth quadrant I have taken negative value, because in third quadrant sine is negative and in fourth quadrant sine also negative. Now we are going to start exercise 9.1. Exercise 9.1. Its question number 1 is, given that tan theta is equal to 2 by 3, tan theta is equal to 2 divided by 3, and theta is acute. You know, acute angle will be in first quadrant. Okay, greater than 0 and less than 90. Theta is acute, for example, like this. Okay, this is the theta. Okay, theta is acute angle. Find the exact value of sine theta. Part A here is exact value of sine theta. Here, first of all, we will complete this triangle here. We will make the right angle triangle. We will draw this perpendicular here. Okay. Value of tan is given. You know, tan theta is opposite divided by adjacent. Opposite here, it means opposite is 2, adjacent is 3. Tan theta is equal to 2 by 3. It means opposite is 2 and adjacent is 3. Then this hypotenuse we can get. You know about the Pythagoras theorem. In Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square, or opposite square plus adjacent square. Okay. Hypotenuse square is equal to, here will be 2 square plus 3 square. Then it will be h square is equal to 2 square 4, 3 square 9, it will be 13. Then both side we are taking here the square root, h will be equal to square root 13. It means this hypotenuse is square root of 13. Okay, now we can get all the values as sine theta. You know, sine theta is opposite divided by hypotenuse. Opposite now is 2 divided by hypotenuse is square root of 13. In part B, cos theta. Cos theta is adjacent divided by hypotenuse, base over hypotenuse. Base is 3 divided by hypotenuse is square root of 13. Part C, that is sine square of theta. Sine square theta. Okay, sine theta already we have taken, that is 2 divided by square root of 13. Then square will be here on it. Square, then 2 square is 4, and on 13 square root cancel with square. This will be 4 divided by 13. In part D, sine square theta plus cos square theta. Sine square theta plus cos square theta. Here we will substitute these values, but one thing I am discussing with you here, with the values we will check what is answer here. From this triangle we will substitute these sides. We will find the trigonometric ratios. But this sine square theta plus cos square theta, this is the first trigonometric identity also. Okay, this will come in the next exercise, before the next exercise. Okay, this sine square theta plus cos square theta is always equal to 1. Okay, this is the first trigonometric identity also. Okay, you should memorize this thing also. But here this sine square theta is 4 by 13 already there. 4 by 13 plus cos square theta. Cos theta is this one here. Cos theta is 3 divided by square root 13. Okay, 3 divided by square root 13. This is cos theta. Then square will be here on it. Okay, then what it will be, 4 by 13 plus 3 square is 9, divided by square cancel with square root 13. We have are taking LCM here. In denominator 13, in numerator will be 9 plus 4. That also 13. 13 by 13 is 1. You can check here. This is giving us 1. Okay. Sine square plus cos square theta is always equal to 1. Then after that, the last part here is part E. Part E is 2 plus sine theta divided by 3 minus cos theta. 2 plus sine theta. Sine theta is 2 divided by square root 13 over 3 minus cos theta. Cos theta is 3 divided by square root 13. We will take the LCM in numerator. Least common multiple is square root 13. Square root 13 into 2 will be 2 into square root 13. plus 2 divided by, in denominator also we will take the LCM. LCM is square root 13. Square root 13 into 3, 3 square root 13 minus square root 13, cancel with square root 13, here will be 3. Then this denominator cancel with this one. Answer here will be 2 plus 2 square root 13, or 2 you can take common. Here will be 1 plus square root 13 divided by, here 3 we can take common, square root 13 minus 1. Now after that, we will write this 2 by 3 outside, we will write as it is. Then other thing, that is square root 3 plus 1 in the numerator, and in denominator square root 13 minus 1 in denominator. We will rationalize this fraction. Okay, you know rationalization, this denominator minus we will change into plus, and we will multiply and divide with the same number. Then here 2 divided by 3 as it is. After that, that inside the bracket these terms also as it is. In denominator is square root 13 minus 1, and in numerator is square root of 13 plus 1. Now we will rationalize. We will change the sign of this denominator, square root 13. After changing, it will be square root 13 plus 1. We need to multiply and divide with the same number. Multiplying by square root 13 plus 1 and divided by square root 13 plus 1. Then after that only simplification is there. This 2 divided by 3 as it is. Then inside the bracket, in numerator both terms are same, square root 13 plus 1 and square root 13 plus 1. It means square root 13 plus 1 all square will be there. Square root 13 plus 1 all square will be there. In denominator, square root 13 minus 1 into square root 13 plus 1. You know the formula, a minus b into a plus b. You know a minus b into a plus b will be a square minus b square. Okay, then in denominator, a square is square root 13 square, then square root cancel, only 13 will be here. Okay, square root 13 square minus b square is 1 square. Then after further simplification, this 2 divided by 3 as it is, inside the bracket, this in numerator is a plus b whole square. Formula is a plus b whole square. Then a square is square root 13 square, square root cancel, only 13, plus b square is 1 square, 1 square is 1, plus 2ab. 2 into square root 13 into 1 will be 2 square root 13. In denominator, square cancel with square root 13 minus 1 square is 1. Then after that, this 2 divided by 3 as it is, inside the bracket 13 plus 1 is 14, plus 2 square root 13 as it is, divided by 13 minus 1 is 12. Then after that, 2 by 3 is in the start, but from numerator we can take 2 common. That 2 and the outside 2 will be 4. Inside what it will be, 2 is common, then out of 14 inside will be 7. Then 2 is from 2 square root 3, that 2 also common, then plus square root 13. In denominator, this 3 into 12 is there. Now this 12 and 4 we can cancel. You know 4 3s are 12. This 4 cancel with this 12. Here will be 3. Then answer here will be, in numerator is 7 plus square root of 13 divided by, in denominator 3 3s are 9. This will be the answer.